think they are a quaint way of saving half an hour of beer drinking time. This could be an interesting one.
I'm just a girl, a wonderful girl.
Hello and happy 9th of March. Okay, so today's video, I'm going to do some more of the Ephemera packs. So I'm going to try something a little bit different, and I'm going to try to focus on the item that I'm showing you a little bit more and playing around with the camera angle a little bit so you can see more of the item and less of me. But before we do that, today's video is just mainly going to be an Ephemera haul video. But before we do that, then I want to do our affirmations because they mean a lot for me. So affirmation warning, if you don't like these, you can fast forward. So today is the 9th. I'm sitting in a different spot too because I think the lighting's going to be better for the unboxing. Lightness. Try not to be so damn precious with yourself. You are doing the best you can. Show yourself the same grace that you would offer others. Know that everything that needs to happen will. Take solace in that wisdom. You are not in control of the universe, but you do have a choice in how you show up in your life. Ease up. Allow in lightness and forgive yourself. Go on, grant yourself permission to live a life that makes you more joyful than you ever imagined possible. I guess that means cut yourself a little bit of slack. You're doing the best that you can. I don't know. Let me know what you think about that one. Let's pick our card. Ooh, there's a card in here. We want to make sure that we're getting all of them out of the box before we make our selection. Okay. This says, I am strong and resilient. It says, think of a situation when you showed strength. How did you feel? How did you recover? Acknowledge that every situation you surpass only makes you stronger and more resilient. If you take your lessons and you learn from those lessons, sometimes people don't learn from their mistakes, and they continue to make mistakes, and then they blame everybody else for things that are going on in their lives when they've not held themselves accountable. I noticed when I was editing, I need to not film with my drink next to me because I noticed myself going for my drink all the time. All right, let me play around with the camera angle a little bit. Oh, affirmations over. Let me play around with the camera a little bit to see if I can figure out the best angle that we got going on here. It's just a little difficult because in order for me to see what I'm doing, then I need to be able to see it in this little viewfinder deal. All right, so I got both of these packs of Ephemera from an antique mall at some point, and I was like, oh yeah, those look interesting. So we may just get through one pack in today's installment. Whoop! But this is just filled with like letters and I'm okay. See, some of these, like this says to Alice Taylor. And that one says to Alice Taylor. But see, some of these aren't to Alice. So they're just like a hodgepodge of different little... This is just an envelope. This is 1944. The little postmark there. It's just a sweet little envelope. There's nothing on the inside. This is 1934. Do you have a letter on the inside? Oh, you do. 1934. It's written in pencil. And it says, Dear Alice, we got to Aurora about 4:30 and Teeny got home at 2 o'clock and had a nice lunch for us. We were tired when we got home. I intended to write sooner. I had so much company and I did my 2 weeks wooling and ironing. I think that's supposed to be washing. I think I read it wrong. And ironing, because that would make more sense. I hope, Alice, dear, that you are all right. Lily in Ogden came Saturday afternoon and went home Sunday afternoon. She feels better and she did it. And she did it. Wait, she feels better than she did. There's no periods. It is hard to realize Bill is not with us anymore. And when I think that he will not come to see me anymore, it is so sad, as Bill liked his home and thought so much of his family. Ogden liked Elton and Mildred and thinks Mildred is just right. Bill said that he hoped they would all think lots of each other and know why Lily wants to come, and all her and Alice. Alice dear, I want you to come and see me when you can. Love to all, Katie. Wonder what happened to Bill. So this is William Gershweiler, Beech Grove, Indiana, from the Veterans Administration, and this is postmarked 1946. This is to acknowledge receipt of your claim for pension filed at the time of your discharge, but it doesn't say how much or anything. Ooh, look. Oh, wow. Oh, I love stuff like this. Look. It's the, what's that say? Carb? Something Hilton. Look at that old Hilton sticker. It's on this piece of paper. I don't want to try to tear it off. What is this paper? It's War Department. Report of field personnel action by, so William Gershweiler. He was an assisted radio mechanic tech, 6th Service Company Command, Chicago, Illinois. That was from Wright Field, Dayton, Ohio. Oh my gosh, this is a long letter. Beech Grove, June 22nd. So here is the letter. Let me read through it a little bit. So they're just writing to their dearest Billy, and it says, while we sure do miss you terribly, dear, and always anxious for your welfare, we are pretty proud of you. And they underlined, you are in our hearts, America's #1 soldier. Boy, in other words, you were so anxious to get in and fight for our ideals, and I know you are happy to do it with all of the hard life you may have encountered. So God bless you, honey. After this horrible thing is over, you can come home. You can have some wonderful experience. Tell us, and we'll be waiting for you with open arms. And God and good old Hoosier love and fried chicken and devil's food cake. So this was from his Aunt Glenn. That's sweet. People just don't write letters like this anymore. This was from Holy Family Parish, 1963, to Mr. Ed Taylor. Look at this little bitty envelope. In memoriam, with sympathy, Melinda Christelsen. The holy sacrifice of the Mass will be offered for the repose in the soul of Mildred Gaspard by the Reverend John Duffy. So this is also a different name. Again, this could just be random things in here. This says it has a date of 1963 on it. French Lick, Indiana. 1963. She's talking about Mildred was going to the doctor, and the doctor said something because she had a boil apparently, and it said he just looked at me and grumbled, and I said, you're nuts, and he said, you're a mighty fine patient, Mildred. I felt like saying bull. So all in all, my day had started out pretty good, for which I am thankful. Oh my gosh, Mildred sounds like a hoot. You are the best brother ever. Love, Mildred. And this says, had one card from Elton since I'm here. He doesn't worry about me. Elections are more important. Gosh, don't you wish you could just know more of the story? That's the way that I feel. All right, what is this? This is a triplicate voucher for per diem and reimbursement for incident of travel. $48. This was from, 1945. So this is for William Gershweiler. This is 1964. It's coming from San Leonardo, California. Ooh, look at this. This is a nice long letter. My dear Bill, you seem so close to me that it makes me think for a minute that you are not really my son. What? I surely was pleasantly surprised to receive your nice letter. You know, I just live in memories of my life that my beloved Beech Grove, that's a city in Indiana, and all the wonderful things that have been blessed. Blessed Mildred did for me. She was a wonder. I can say that and mean it too. I think Mildred was a character. Guess you know by now that I had a stroke and it's on my right side. I'm writing a little better now, but my left foot is numb on that side. So she begged not to go to the hospital. I would surely love to have a snapshot of you with your new hairpiece. I've often suggested to Burley to get one. I think they are really great. And if I could have found a wig, I'd have one myself. Oh my gosh, it says, welcome, dear. You are always welcome to come to any of our 3 homes. So why not plan on that? Burley and Sue are coming in June for the medical convention. I love you and I always will. Thanks for the brochure and card. Sincerely, your good friend, Aunt Glenn. I think Mrs. William Gerwile, if she had her 3 houses, she might have been doing pretty good for herself. Going to a medical convention? What's this? Refrigerating Equipment Company. This is William A. Gershweiler. She got a rotisserie range cord, something fixed on her stove for $251 in 1955. Another William Gershweiler, Frenchlick, Indiana. The Lincoln National Life Insurance Company. He got a life insurance for $600. Oh wait, what's this? William Gershweiler, $600 life insurance policy. I hope you got your money, William. Now this is Mrs. E.A. Taylor, Beech Grove, Indiana. I love all these letters are in here. I don't know what I'm going to do with this. I might just sell all of them as like each lot as one big lot. The senior class of Beech Grove High School requires your presence at the reception in the auditorium at 9 o'clock. But we don't know when. There's no date on it. This looks like important paperwork. City of Beech Grove. Mr. Baxter Arnold. Dear Mr. Arnold, thank you for your letter. I am one of 4 heirs of the owner of land for which you are right. The address is, okay, Mr. Gershweiler. He lived at the French Sheridan Hotel. Mr. Eugene Gaspard lived in Monticello, Indiana, and J. Ogden Clark lived in the Douglas Hotel in Elgin, Illinois. Certainly we will want to be cooperative. Will you please tell me how many poles will be placed and if $12 you mentioned per pole is for the installation payable one time of $12. What is this about? It says, I could not determine. This is going to Elton Gershweiler. We don't know who they are. If Elton, he's related to William, but they're wanting to put some power line poles up, and they are trying to figure out if Elton owns the property in 1965. What's this? Oh, look at this. Oh, I think this is so fascinating. And like this paper clip, it's just been on there for so long. It's all kind of rusty. Claim deed to Anna Gershweiler, Westcott, State of Colorado, Logan County. Deed filed for record, 1932. I don't know if maybe he was like, well, look, I got this paperwork right here that says that I own this land. It was all with this paperwork. I'm going to put that paper clip right where it was. That's cool. So that all, this was tucked inside of this. So I want to put it exactly back the way that it was. A living memorial. That's not Indiana. There's palm trees. Oh no, is this Anna? No, this is somebody different. Walter Robert Christensen. He was a native of Illinois. He was born in 1852 and he died June 29th, 1963. Mr. Gershweiler. This is from 1963, November 1963. Because I was so impressed as I spoke with you and yours and and Mildred's closeness, I am taking the liberty of sending you a small book that I think has much merit. I hope you derive some consolation from it if you are interested in reading things of this nature. I believe I can understand so well the daily letter writing between you and your sister. Daily letter writing. Such a closeness is to be envied by those who do not have it. My son, 15, is at boarding school on the far east side of town. We are the far west. This was in Ohio. He boards only because that is the school of both his and our choice, and they refuse to accept a west side student unless he can board. They feel far too much valuable time is lost in traveling back and forth. So basically he's saying, you know, he should basically be writing to his son in the way that William and Mildred wrote daily letters to one another. So now that we have Alice Taylor, she's in Beech Grove. This is from 1963. Oh, I don't know if, with sympathy. I don't think I'm going to be able to read this one. Ooh, this is like a manifesto here. So I guess Mildred had passed away in 1963. My dear Alice, more sympathy. I am so sorry. So was Mildred... Did Mildred write this? Nope, this is Aunt Glenn. But she put Glenn in parentheses. And he must have went by Bill. I don't know. I want to know. I feel like I want to know. I wonder if these are all like sympathy cards in here. You see what I mean? They should all stay together. Because they appear to be like one family. See, here's another sympathy card. Flo. Dear Alice, please forgive me for being so slow. I'm sorry about Mildred. She was so brave and really believed that eventually all would have been rather well. But I truly think that it's the best. You two have suffered much, but like they tell me, you will get over it. It happened, and I've been crying most of it. I can't forget. I see and feel him all about me. Oh, she must have lost someone too. I don't have and I don't want anyone else around me. I get scared at night. Aw, but I'm very tired and manage to sleep a bit. And only 4 o'clock, and I wake up at 4 o'clock every morning. I still have to take sedatives to calm myself. I don't want to sleep. I remember Walter and how he went in his sleep. I'll never forget, and I am very afraid to be here alone. Oh, Flo, I want to give you a hug. Walter would reassure me and how to go along. Now, I don't know. I don't know. I will sell the place soon and return to Indiana. It is hot here today. I am well enough, but so blue. I do hope that you will find a way to become reconciled. I still have and will keep the nicest letter from Mildred, the nicest I've ever received. As soon as I can, I will arrange for a maker for Walters, and I don't know what that word is. Wishing you the best as ever. Sincerely, Flo. Well, where is Flo? Okay, she was in California. Maywood, California is where this was sent from. Oh, Flo. I'll get it together. Josephine. She lived in Los Angeles, California. This is a pretty sympathy card. I'll spend Thanksgiving with Glenn and her family. Oh boy, she wrote a long letter on the back there. Dear Alice, it's been a long time since I've heard from you, your dear ones. She put several like Bible verses and stuff on here as well. Also 1963. So it sounds like they were transplants from Indiana and they went to California. Okay, so this is from 1953. So we're going back in time a little bit. This is William Gershweiler. Are you just an envelope? You are. You're just an envelope. This one's from 1963, Beech Grove, Indiana, to Mrs. Alice Taylor. I'm going to go out on a limb and say that all of these belonged to Alice. A prayer in sympathy. Effie Gilliard. My heart goes out to you and your 2 fine sons and your loss of a loved one. I feel I can truly sympathize with you as I have just been through a similar experience. When we lose a child. Oh, when we lose a child. So Alice must have been Mildred's mother. When we lose a child, it just seems like a part of us is gone. May you be consoled by our Lord in his presence. He careth for you. Oh, this is so sad. But I mean, I'm assuming that she kept all these things just, you know, as a comfort. U.S. Construction, E.A. Taylor, property. Is there a date on here? Someone's property. I am not seeing a date. Alice Taylor. This is 1963, so it's probably another sympathy card. Yeah, may God comfort you. Even though I haven't met you, I heard Bill speak of you so much. I feel as though I know you. I'm so sorry about your daughter, but I know she will not suffer now. If she were anything like Bill, I know she was a most wonderful person. All the people that work with Bill admire him for what he is, a mighty fine fellow. So Bill must be Mildred's brother, and Alice must be Bill's mother. You are fortunate to still have him. Take care of yourself. Perhaps someday I'll get to meet you if you ever come to French Lick. Sounds like they were they had a very supportive network of friends and families, which is nice. Next we have Dear Friends. Charles has conveyed over feelings nearly as possible that they can't carry our deep concern and feelings of sorrow for all of you. We will miss her and we're sorry that we won't be around for us to laugh with her. So it sounds like she was very, very loved. Here we've got some act of concentration to the Immaculate Heart of Mary cards. Probably were sent in someone's correspondence. This is like kind of this isn't a very uplifting video, I'm sorry. It's still pretty fascinating to me. Are you still hanging around there? Still in there? So, William Gershweiler, estate of Kate Westcott, deceased, enclosed is a copy of the final report of the above estate. In the event that the report is approved, this is from 1964, so a year, she died in 1963, if this is even the same person. J.O. Clark received $5,002.33 from state inheritance tax. Elton Gershweiler also got $5,002. William Gershweiler got $5,002. Mildred, wait, here's Mildred right here, deceased. She got $5,002. If you have any questions, I've got a lot of questions. I don't think they'll answer my questions, but this is just a notice of when the hearing will be. Then I wonder if this other ephemera packet, we're not going to get to it today. It'll be in another vlog, but I wonder if that's William. Well, I might have to open it up just to see. I'm not going to go through it. This is Indiana 1950, William A. Gershweiler. He graduated in 1950 from Indiana University. These are typed, which makes it a little easier to read. Byron Baxter. This is from 1952. Oh, Dwight Eisenhower was marked out of this list. But it says, Dear you. You ready for this? Dear you. There are those who frown on form letters as rude, uncouth, impolite, impersonal, ill-mannered, crude, clumsy, communistic, coarse, crappy, crumby, and careless. I think they are a quaint way of saving half an hour of beer drinking time. This could be an interesting one. Reason for this urgent missive is that the FBI wrote me that he is to get a week off and will be in Hoosierland next month. How I would like many of the old IU crowd who can join us at IU October 4th for the football tilt between, I think, Alabama and Iowa. I have no details. J. Edgar's boys are rather tight-lipped, but I'm ordering tickets for the game. One for him and one for me. And I plan to meet him that Saturday, either in Bloomington or Indianapolis. Those of you that can make it to the game, please do. We could meet at the house and perhaps, who knows, might stagger into each other at the stadium. There should be no ticket worries, sometimes spelled with only 2 R's. He spelled it with 3. See? Worries with 3 R's right there. As thousands of them should be available at the gates. It may be possible for some of you to get down to Bloomington Friday to get a day's head start. Bloomington is no longer dry. You can drink it up in Bloomington. So liquid refreshments and possibly some foods will be available. Please drop or mail me a postcard, no carbon copies please, as soon as you can, telling me whether you can be expected to take part in the orgy. This get-together is in no way will supersede or affect or detract from homecoming. Someone who has their address or phone number might invite the Fowls of Chicago. In fact, feel free to invite any old school kids. Drive carefully. Fraternally, Earl. So Earl must have been writing all his fraternity brothers about going to a big orgy in Indiana or at IU. That's fun. We're going to try putting the camera up a little bit and see if you guys like that any better. I don't know what this is, but he had to pay $179 for something. Ooh, this is a courtesy card. William H. Gershweiler, Piper Courtesy Card, the Big Four Athletic Association. Got a bunch of little cards here. Registration certificate of William Gershweiler for 1942. Jackson Club of Indiana University, the Young Democratic Clubs of America, William Gershweiler, 1949, February 1949. This is AMA Marketing of Science Marketing, Student Member Marketing Club. He was in the marketing club. William Gershweiler. And then Indiana University Halls of a Resident account. This book must be presented with each payment. Gosh, how much was it then? He could live, I'm assuming. So September of 1949, he was charged $530. In October, he was charged $66.25. So I don't know if that was his room and board. At IU, boy, times have changed. Training with industry, vocational education. So E.A. Taylor, that was his brother, I think. We haven't figured out who he is. He satisfactorily completed his training of war production job instructor. Received for record, Beech Grove, Indiana. 1940. This is somebody else. This is somebody completely different. David A. Forsyth was the auditor of said county, that he departed this life on the 18th day of January 1918, leaving as his sole and only heirs at law his widow Tenny Parkhurst Forsyth and a son David. Tenny remarried since the death of David and is still his widow, and an unmarried woman over the full age of 21 of 1924. Is that like a will? I don't know. So this is the matter of the estate of Kate Westcott. This is okay, 1962, Aurora, Illinois. So we've got Elton Gershweiler, Mildred Gespart, William Gershweiler, J. Clark, and Claire Westcott. This is just saying that she's got a $31,000 was her estate. So I guess that was all divvied up between her heirs. Yourself and family are cordially invited to the 18th annual Collins Family Reunion. August 13th, 1916. We're late. We didn't make it. This is a printed sheet. Beech Grove High School, June 1942 class. Where am I going to see William Gershweiler? Let me see if I can find somebody that we've talked about. Third row, Bill Gershweiler. I don't know if it's from left to right. 1, 2, 3. So either that or that is William Gershweiler. I don't know. That's kind of cool though to see a picture. The Littlest Angel. What's this? Oh my gosh, look at how sweet that is. The Littlest Angel. This is a story for people who love Christmas and Christmas trees. Holly berries. Look, it's the Littlest Angel. That's precious. We're almost done. We only have a couple more things. That's Jesus. May God bless you. Mother Mildred. But inside is my creed. I will be true for thee, for there are those who trust me. I will be pure for those there who care. I will be strong. There is so much to suffer. I will be brave, for there is so much to dare. I will be a friend for all, the foe of the friendless. I would be grieving and forget the gift. I would be humble, for I know my weakness. I would look up, praise, thank, and love God. I thought of you, and I said a little prayer. Oh, this is the Lord, give me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change. And then, thanks a million for your more than appreciated letter. I'm glad and well. From Mildred. That is really sweet as well. And then the last thing is a little pack of marigold seeds. Plant a flower for Sassy. That must have been plant a flower for, he never did it. I wonder if these would still, I'm going to try to plant these. I wonder, they're still in there. I mean, they may not. She died in 1963. But I'm gonna try to plant these marigolds in honor for Sassy. I'm gonna set that aside. Sorry, I'm not including those in this lot. All right, I'm gonna open up really quick. And again, this is a very different vlog. I don't know. You're probably all bored to tears, but I like this sort of thing, and I think that it's cool. I thought that it was just completely completely random, but they all had a connection. So I just want to peek in here. This will be a little teaser. It won't be for tomorrow's vlog, but I'm just curious. To my sweet sister-in-law with love, Ray. That's not William. Okay, sadly, I glanced through them all, and none of them are our people that our family that we were just discussing. But hey, at least we got to see a little picture of William from when he graduated high school in 1949. So we got to see that. But that's the video for today. I'm going to go ahead and end the vlog. I didn't have any eBay sales or Vamp sales overnight last night. So it's just going to be a little bit of an unboxing of that ephemera. And I've got a lot more of it. So this whole little packet of ephemera, you can send me an email if you're interested in it, but I think that I might bring it to Tuesday's. I'll bring it to Tuesday's live sale. So, which is not going to be for another week because I'm not having any sales next week because I'll be away. So, I'll see. If you are interested in it, you can send me an email, thrifterjunkervintagehunter@gmail.com. I'll just put that. Oh, this goes with it too. Ephemera packet in Tuesday's sale. Okay. Well, I'm going to get to, I'm taking some pictures of things that are going to be available in the next Blitz to get kind of everything ready and filming some content for the Misty show. So I'm going to go ahead and go. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. Sometimes these videos, if I'm going to be able to maintain to put up mainly daily vlogs, then as I'm going through things, and I'm staying here, we might do a little bit more content like that. So I hope you enjoyed it. It was fun for me. Just taking a little bit of a step back in time in history, but yeah, just a lot of fun. Okay. And I know that some of you guys like this too. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys. Hello, friends. Thanks so much for watching the video. Don't forget I have a second channel, The Misty Show. I would love for you to come over and follow me. Also, don't forget that I have live sales every Tuesday at 1 o'clock Eastern right here on my YouTube channel. And go ahead and check out the virtual antique marketplace. It is an online antique mall. There's lots of different booths and lots of different sellers. So go check that out. The link to everything is down in the description. Thank you guys so much for watching the video, and I will see you in the next one.
Yes, indeed. Say that I should be the follies, hot tamales, say that I got a pair of eyes just like old Svengalis. I confess that I possess the sweetest charms in town, and unless I miss my guess, the boys all follow me around. I could make a music master drop his fiddle, make a bald-headed man part his hair in the middle. I'm a red hot mama,